Ebo.
Hey, what's up, guys? I mean, long time no see. How's YouTube been doing? You know what I mean? Well, this is just an update video, you know, and basically I have one more week left of school, my senior year, and then June 5th I'll be graduating. So that's really crazy to think about. And come late summer, my new theme song is going to be California Dreamin' by the Mamas and Papas.
Or I Love L.A.
Or California Love by Tupac Shakur.
Now, I guess have an update on what's new with you and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I mean, it's to say, so how's school been? I mean, since it's the last week and everything, like...
School's been it's really crazy now. Like, once you're a senior, you really don't do much at all. Like, all of my classes that I had that had underclassmen in them, like my Spanish class and everything, we just get to watch other people do work basically now. It's like nothing to do. Our final exams are the last thing we do next week, and then we're done, you know.
I know you were in a cooking for Stinkles class.
Yes.
Now, what are some of your favorite dishes you cooked in this class?
Some of my favorite dishes. Well, definitely not the quiche that we made. We made a quiche with broccoli florets, cheddar cheese, and what was it? Pork. It was sausage, and it was so bad because number one, we put too many garnishes on it. We were like, oh, let's just put some oregano on there, put pesto or something on there, and that was one thing. It looked really nice when you took it out of the oven, but once you put your fork in there, it was like, I'm ready to, toss this out.
I've heard you had a lot of problems in there, like people were always forgetting ingredients.
A lot of problems. Okay, well, basically I've sort of made myself kind of the cleanup guy. You know, I'm really good at getting all of the rust stains and everything out of the pans and plates and whatnot. So I've sort of been doing that, and so they'll be working in the kitchen, and basically they'll always forget one of the essential ingredients, sort of like when we made pancakes. Now, pancakes, in theory, it sounds really simple to make some pancakes, but they forgot baking powder. So those were some rubbery pancakes, I must say, and I don't know if you've ever made like DIY homemade pancakes, but when they're rubbery, they are rubbery. It was like the opposite of Panera Bread's bread, basically. And like you had to take a knife and fork and sort of like make an incision and then kind of like rip it with your teeth and then eat it. Like, it was just awful. But probably like some of the best things we made. Like I actually carry this this recipe with me lately. It's the chocolate chip cookie recipe that you gave us.
Put it down, let's show what it is. So people can...
Basically all you need is some shortening, margarine, granulated sugar, brown sugar, 1 egg, vanilla, sifted flour, which is just like stirred up flour, baking soda, salt, and 6 ounces of chocolate chips.
What about lard? She usually likes lard.
Lard. Well, she takes that word and makes it into shortening, you know? Shortening is basically lard, and it's just the consistency of it, like washing it off. You need like a couple rags, you need one of those like iron wool ball things that like gets all the grease out. I don't think we even have those. Steel wool. Yeah, I've never heard of that until this class. Like, I don't see it on the Food Network or anything. But that's how you get shortening off. Otherwise, you'll have all this shortening just stuck on there for the next kitchen to use, and they'll just be really mad about that. Like, one of the best things we made that had a really bad appearance to it was just this normal cheese pizza. It was like a 4-cheese pizza, and we used all this different cheese and some homemade tomato sauce. It was kind of like a boboli, but it was like a real boboli, and that was really great, even though we forgot to grease the pan beforehand. So basically we had to take dough that already had cheese and sauce over top of it and move that uncooked dough onto a new greased pan. And it fell apart. We had to like roll it into new balls to put it on the pan. And it was just awful like looking, but it tasted great. It was like Chuck E. Cheese pizza. It was some good stuff for homemade pizza.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what else has been going on? Like, are any funny stories you want to mention about school this year, or anything interesting happen? So you have about 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. I'll tell you something about the leniency of this year's lunchroom attendance. Basically, I'm just gonna say this. There's a girl that's been getting her big toe tattooed for the past couple of weeks by by another student, and basically it's in the senior cafe, which is this cafe that is reserved for just seniors, but every class sits there because they don't care. And so I've been sitting at that table and just watching someone get tattooed for like the past couple weeks, and it's just kind of disturbing, like the leniency of that. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of more of a serious thing, but funny stuff. I don't know, like most of the funny stuff happens in cooking. Like for example, it was a soap dispenser, right? Like a dishwasher soap, like that, like the Sunlight, and it's called Ajax. It's kind of like a ghetto dishwash stuff, but I'm not gonna say it's completely ghetto because she's been having us use it all year and it works wonders. But basically, it has this little tab on it. This one doesn't have it. It turns in and up. But this one has a tab that lifts up and closes in, which I didn't even realize until my second quarter in this class. And basically, I was a little bit late to the kitchen that day, and everyone had already washed their hands. So, speaking of which, I didn't know this, but you're supposed to wash in these crevices of your hands more than you are in the finger crevices, and that's something I just learned from cooking. So I gotta
clean your crevices.
Yeah, I got handed to you. No pun intended. That cooking has some really great aspects that you'll learn in that kind of class. So if your school, if your high school or anything offers a cooking class, I'd recommend you take it. And get back to the story here. They had all washed their hands and put it back next to the sink, the dispenser, and basically the tab on it was down, and the tab was down basically, and I didn't, excuse my friend here, but I didn't realize it. So basically, I went in sort of like the coyote in the cartoon or whatever would go down and look at something that hadn't worked for him. And so I put my eye right up to the tab, and I lifted the tab up, and like half of this soap just went right up into my eye, and it just stung so bad for a good hour and a half. And I was holding this paper towel to my eye, and they're like, "Ethan, what's wrong?" And I was just like, because I was crying basically, and I was just, my eyes were watering. This one I couldn't keep opened because of this occurrence, and basically I just kept wetting paper towels and holding it up to my eye, and I go up to the teacher, and I'm just like, "Do you have an eye washing station or anything for this? Because my eye's really inflamed looking right now." She was just like, "You could either go to the nurse or you could go to the bathroom." So I was just like, I'll just go to the bathroom, because the nurse, she doesn't come in until like second or third period of the day, because she doesn't like being there for like morning related stuff, because it's like, I don't know, I guess she's not a morning person. And so I knew she probably wouldn't be really feeling the whole helping me clean my eye thing. So I just went to the bathroom, and I was just staring at myself, and I was just like, this is really a nice looking eye right there, you know what I mean? And so
there's only a few seconds, like 40 seconds left.
Okay.
So I guess before you go, is there anything big anything else you want to say?
Well, just expect some new videos. I'm sorry I haven't been keeping track.
You always say that. You're going to finally do this? You're going to stick
I finally will. I have my Flip Ultra HD. I have a couple other cameras. I have my webcam. So you'll be seeing some really nice stuff from me in the future.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be waiting.
All right.
Yeah, get out of here, Clebo.